So I kind of want to jump into like, so the name, the apartment home brewer, like, were you actually brewing in an apartment or is there a different
Yeah.
story behind that handle?
So, I mean, I started the channel in 2018. And when I did, I tried out a whole bunch of different concepts.
Hmm.
And I wasn't sure which one I wanted to stick with. And then basically, essentially what happened was, and yes, I was living in an apartment. I was a single dude fresh out of college, a couple of years, and basically didn't really have that much cash to throw around. So I was renting a 1 bedroom apartment. Um, And that's actually when I started brewing too, I started brewing in 2 years earlier, but it was also in a very small apartment. So over the course of the channel, I have lived in one, two, three apartments.
Okay.
Um, and it kind of just was like one of those things that stuck at the very beginning when I tried out all those different things. So I made a couple videos that kind of flopped, and then I made one video that did a little bit better than the others and kind of caught a little bit of traction, which was basically it was a Czech Pilsner video. It's really old. It's still on the channel. If you want to go find it, it's actually still up. But it
Okay.
is basically my second apartment, I think. And it got a couple hundred views in a couple days, or not days, a couple weeks at that time, which was,
Oh,
when you're
that's really
starting out
great.
the
Yeah.
channel, that's a big deal. Um,
Hmm.
and so I was like getting my first subscribers, getting their comments and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And I was like, okay, this name is working, so we're sticking with it. And I was the apartment brewer for the entirety of that time, all the way through 2022 when I left my apartment in New Hampshire. And over the course of that period of time, I met my wife. We started dating, and then we got married in 2022. And she owned a condo, which is here in Boston, is like the top half of a house. So it's not even really a real full-on single building.
Go, gotcha. Right.
So it's a single story. We do have a shared basement, which I converted into a brewery. And of course, that was awesome. Why wouldn't I do
Hmm.
that? But yeah, it's the name of the channel has probably drifted away from what is the reality of what I do with it. Um, but the real reason why I haven't changed the name is because, and I'm not sure if that's a follow-up question that you have, but it's one I like to talk about, because the real reason I haven't changed the name is because search engine optimization, or SEO, right? So if I change that name now and somebody Googles the apartment brewer recipe, it actually has a much lower chance of showing up, or, people coming in and trying to find my new content if they haven't seen it before. It kills a channel real quick, and that's not what I'm trying to have happen. So I kept the name,
Right.
and it's caused a little bit of confusion, but there's a whole video I made explaining that whole concept and what happened with that. It's pinned to my channel. So if anyone's really curious about the details, they can go find that. But that's kind of where the name came from, and how it's evolved and not really changed.
No, that's
But
brilliant. Oh, that's a brilliant answer to that for sure. Yeah. I think because like the other thing besides just SEO is you also have brand recognition, right? This is your brand. You
absolutely,
are the apartment brewer, right?
I'd have
I
to
didn't
change
introduce,
everything.
right? I didn't introduce you as Steve Smith or whatever, right? I introduced you as Steve, the apartment brewer, because people, when I say that, people know who that is, right? Especially in our world of home brewing and YouTube and all that kind of space.